Hey guys, and welcome back. So today's episode is gonna be a little bit shorter than the other ones, but I felt the need to come to you even though I'm in a rush. What I'm gonna talk about today is a realization I just had, that even though we think we're in control, we're in complete control of our lives, we're actually not. We just use at most 5% of our brain, and the other 95% is unconscious. We are living life by the paradigm that life is completely 100% under our control, that our conscious efforts really will account for 100% of our actions, and that the other 95%, they're just luck, you just can't control that, and so on. But indeed, we should recognize that life isn't 100% under our control, because we have 95% of the information being filtered by our unconscious, and that's just a lot. That doesn't mean we have no power. That doesn't mean I'm encouraging you to just let life live you and just go with wherever life takes you and do nothing. I'm not preaching for that, but let's become a little bit more humble and let's realize that most of our actions today, most of what we speak and most of what we do today is mostly a result of our unconscious programming. Now, we did that through the years, and if you're listening to this right now, then you're probably, a little bit over, let's say 15 or 20 years old. So that means you have a lot of background that developed into your unconscious habits, and only by becoming aware of those unconscious habits may you hope to just influence your results. Because if we don't acknowledge that, if we keep trying to just be conscious and be conscious and be conscious and make the decisions only based on what we think or what we think is real, then we're almost always gonna be in the wrong. And reality has proven us we mainly base our decisions on unconscious motives. Even your conscious decisions have to conform with your unconscious reasons. For example, let's say you value stability, okay? Now, if you value stability, all of your conscious judgments will have to be in accordance with that. If any of your conscious judgments will divert from that, will divert from stability, then you will not do them. You will feel that inner urge, you will feel that gut feeling that says, man, this is not cool. You're searching for stability and this is not seeking stability. So you will unconsciously sabotage yourself. So if you're looking to build a better life, if you're looking to get better results in any domain, you must first look and bring to light those unconscious habits you have. And to do that, you have to develop the habit of meditation. You have to develop the habit of mindfulness. I'm telling you, this habit will help you more than almost anything else. Because when you meditate, you quiet your mind enough to let that inner genius spring up. The problem with today's society is that we have many options and we don't know how to handle them. We live in the world of infinite possibilities, but we think that this world of infinite possibilities is far better than the world of our parents, of our grandparents, where they didn't have so many possibilities. What happens is you are not able to cope with all those possibilities, all those things you want, and you can only make conscious effort to accomplish some of them. What happens to the other? Well, you guessed it. They go back into the unconscious, and you will still feel the need for them, and they will bubble up and they will demand their rights, and you will not know where those impulses come from. We are bombarded with so many possibilities, and we think having many possibilities is the way to go. Now, I'm not saying it's not. We do need some options, but realize this: if you want 10 different things at the same time, you do not have the physical time necessary to develop each of them, to gain each of them. You can maybe get one thing or two things or three things, but you cannot get all 10 of them. So when you acknowledge that, you can just narrow your options and focus, really focus on each of the options you have selected for yourself. But let those options be 1, 2, or 3 options. And when you do that, you can devote your conscious attention to bringing all your energy into manifestation of that desire, and you will erase that from your unconscious to-do list. When you take care of business, you will not burden yourself with ones that are unresolved, because if you have many desires at the same time, and most of us think this is a way to go, if you have many desires at the same time, most of them will drop to your unconscious. At first you may know they are there, but after a few weeks or after a few months, you will feel the need for them, and you will not know how to decipher that need, because we use 95% of our mind in the unconscious and only 5% in the conscious world. So you do have influence over your life, but you do not have direct influence as we would like to think. You only have indirect influence. When you meditate, when you let your mind be quiet, you can hear that repressed voice, you can hear that unconscious voice rising up to the surface. And you can hear those needs. Now, you do not need further options. You may think you need further options, but you do not. You just need to take care of the options your unconscious gives you. And even then, once you find several options, get to work on those. I know I'm a little bit scatterbrained myself, but I found this. If I will focus on the infinite possibilities, I will do nothing and I will accomplish nothing. But if I focus on one possibility or two possibilities and devote my energy to that, I will take care of those. And after that, my mind is free. I can take care of new possibilities, So be conscious that you don't have 100% conscious control of your life, and accept that and embrace that, but acknowledge that you do have indirect control of your life. By bringing your unconscious patterns to the surface, you become more aware of how they are interacting with your world. And the means to do that is by meditation or by listening to videos like this. You will feel if what I speak or what other people speak really resonates with an unconscious pattern of yours. So become more mindful of your patterns, because that will help you more than anything. When you become conscious of them, you will develop the clarity and you will develop the energy that will pull you in the right direction, instead of being pulled in opposite directions all the time and being split from yourself. Now, I'll see you again next time, and I hope this was useful for you.